Say hello to you all watching us. So I'll put out this platform. Ruth Yeakeh Sequee, you have been hugely involved in the district politics, and there are a main concern of your work. Can you do you care to tell us what are your source of income? Thank you very much. Uh, I'm a CEO of series of businesses and companies. There's a company called Yeakeh Energy Power. It's owned and operated by me 100%. If you go to Bomi today, from Webber to Bomi, whole road, all the way to Zion Campus, with my company I work there with weekends. It's a group of international contractors who are contracted by LEC, and they subcontracted us and we worked there. We did the LV, the NV, we did the transformer installation of meters and everything. If you go today to Black Gina, my company is working there today with another company called Alpha TNT. If you go to Johnsonville, right now I got work in Marshall right now, Boston. Series of contracts that worth hundreds of thousands of US dollars. And besides that, I am the higher importer of sporting material in this country: jerseys, football, power saw, even the Declan zinc. I see people using all over the place. Solar lights. I import 95% of solar lights in Nigeria. So I really don't understand. Sometimes when people don't know about people, they say things they don't know. So I make a series of business that most of you can attest to it. I got my stores and warehouses here. I can open it self. If they need their risers, I can open it for the press to take their phones and their various gadgets that they have there to see some of those goods. Right now, I got $1 million US goods in my warehouse right now.
Do you think this is based on politics that many of your opponents are trying to get at you? The way in which you got your wealth, is it because of politics? What do you think of those that are saying that your source of income or sources of income is not too clear?
I think regular, like you said, is politically driven. It happens where people lack direction with their people. So all they do is they end up with false accusation against people that they don't have control over. While I don't know, the entire country know. People who know this character know exactly what he's involved with. And most of the campaign have import t-shirts people buy from me. And let me say this to you. The reason most of the people moving here and there on the media reflecting those negative issues against me are people, most of them are lazy young people. They think that to get well, you gotta do any other thing to get well. But I challenge them. Like I said, I can open one of my warehouses. I got many. I can open one of my warehouses, and you will see some of those facts clear, and you will be witness for tomorrow.
All right, so my name is Prince. I report for Prime FM and Focus on Nigeria. I'm on TV based in the US. I have two concerns. One has to do with your political ambition. I know you've been very close to Senator Jeremiah Kung, who is vice presidential candidate to the Unity Party. You were in his office before. He's part of the Unity Party, and the Unity Party has declared support for district number 10 representative Yeakeh Caliber. You going against him in the same district, and you have the kind of relationship with Senator Paul. How do you reconcile that? That's one question. The second one has to do with maybe one of the things people could be asking for is to trace your upbringing. How did you get into business? How did you manage to, to be going in other country buying those items you do the country you talked about earlier on? How did you get there? Maybe put it. Yes, so I kept it a few times. Maybe few.
Thank you very much. His friend spoke of, yes, I was not just working with Honorable. Honorable is my father. Like I said, till back in come, he remains my father. Whether politics or not politics. Whether he runs on party S, I'm with party Z. He remains my father till eternity. Yes, except you would tell me that as a young man, that a lot of people following me, see me as a role model, I might not make decisions on my own. The fortunate thing is I'm a family man, married, with family established. Every decision I take today is the output of my decision from my family side. My family should agree. Yes, for respect, say he's my father, I should gain the courtesy and what have you, but when it comes to decisions that negatively or positively affect me, it must come from me. So the decision that has to do with my contesting decision mountain is beyond honorable. It's about the people of decision mountain. The people of decision mountain came to me in their mass number that they want me to contest the seat of representing our district. And they show me that I'll be a winner. So I put them on a trial. I said, if you believe in what you're saying, where can we start from? And they said, we start in community and I overwhelmingly win. The vote I got is the vote we're getting sick, going to San Juan, Maryland, and making it the biggest senator. 9,000 plus votes.
You mean 9,000 votes?
Yeah,
in this
plus community election.
What's the population of the
approximately 65 to 70,000 inhabitants in this community. From our own community census that we did.
And then the district.
The next question.
I was concerned.
And the next question was what?
Your upbringing.
My upbringing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The first thing, I was in Ghana, Glemen, who worked with KMTV, is my very good friend, childhood friend. He knows me very well. I was always a person coming up who wanted to learn. We all work at radio station, Radio Kekima, where Onopo saw me. He knows the story. Colin knows the story, how he took me in 2009, and he was doing business at the time. So I saw myself through him as serving with commitment, sincerity, and with good humility.
And why is that business?
He was doing into oil, he was into car, he was into tinker, he was into pharmacy. Every business he do today is somewhere I copy from. So when he won the election of Kingdom of Morovia, the first money that he gave me to do business because I was learning allowed you my own transaction. When you're getting telephone from the Nigerian people, he saw in me and my commitment to him, he gave me $5,000 US. The $5,000 US he gave to me, I invested. I went to Guinea and bought film and I brought it. And I started giving the film out to people 2013. I was giving it for 1 month, I go collect my money. In 2-3 months, I was able to raise around from 5,000, I was able to raise now to $10,000. The next thing I was doing, I want to go to China, he laughed. He said, small being there, you just started business. You want to go to China? I said, yeah, because I got one of my childhood friends, one Moses Gete, one of our friends, Clement knows him. He started going to China 2014, before the Ebola. I gave him my money for the first time. He went in bombing goods, power saw, 100 pieces employed. Our power saw, I sold it to most of the senators and representatives, 100. I sold each of those power saw for 800. Do your mathematics. 800 times 100 is how much? $80,000 US. Well, I was able to collect 40,000 of that money, 40,000 living credit. The next one after the Ebola 2015, here now on plane going, where I bought some power source, some jetties. I started doing the market seasonal. When the guys are going for vacation, they are agricultural break, like people can say, I'll bring you goods, and they will all take the goods away. Ask any of the former representatives and senators, and the current representatives and senators, ask any of them about this young man. Everybody knows me, and the only thing they know about me to be a businessman. That's how I started helping a lot of people, taking them to China, exposing them, inputting the water machine in RO. It was on demand. Everybody wants to buy a million water machine from me. I go see business that come to my papi. One of my papi from name. I say, papi, I saw this business. I want to do it. They say, I'm going to. I say, okay, I get my percentage. And they will trust me. One thing that the message I can send to any young man that watching me is be committed, be a trustworthy young man. Focus on your goal. There's nothing impossible.
A follow-up to my earlier question. So, how do you feel in politics for your first time vying for the representative seat, and your father is supporting different political parties? You are not supporting his interest as well.
No,
is that something that divides you?
It's not about his interest. This is where my disappointment comes in. In no decent society, focused people who want the growth and development of their community will support such a character. I can show you. Okay, assuming for now a meeting that insults and ringing insults is good. But over the period of time, what has been a benefit of insult on the masses living in the Kwekwe community, living in Yeakeh community, living in Chubon. So this issue is not about political party. It's about the district and the people who has the voting right and power. Akima said, look, based upon your impact, your working relationship, your living condition within the community, we think you can represent us in a day of trying and overwhelming and one. So it's just beyond political party, it's beyond relationship, it's beyond family life. I think it's just beyond. It is about district number 10.
And so it seems to be that your first time going on trial. So why in case you are unfortunate to win?
I can say this to you safely and clear. It comes October 10, district number 10, 2023. We will see the representative.
So what are your plans that you take into the legislature, even though you've been there as a staff, but now you
No, I've never worked in the legislature before.
Oh,
No, I've never worked with representative.
Okay, so I was asking the question, what are you taking there, man? Whether your colleagues, they contesting, they can say, I have S, Y, and Z on my plate. So those who viewing want to hear from the Yeakeh, what are your first plans? Maybe the first 3 months, the first 100 days. What will you be doing if you become a president?
Thank you. The first 100 days. I'm not talking about 100 days. Right after October 10, keep this on the record.
It's on the record.
Yes. For me, I'm one person who don't just go about saying things. Whenever you see me saying it's something I'm prepared for, it's in my closet. Right after October 10, the 12th, after he had accepted his defeat and all that question, after our congratulatory message to the people, we immediately start our work with the community and very 32 community. Number 1, Division number 10 does not have a serious larger high school. Children walk from Peace Island to go to 12th Street to Tokme High. People walk from Yeakeh. You got very big district here. How much it will take you? $30,000. Blood at 65 LD. 1,000 that 65,000 LD is not by the way 190. That's small money. 5,000 black and be a good school. I know what I'm talking about. I'm into business. I'm into even black business. I got black factories. Black factories.
Where is it?
I got black factory in Morocco. I got black factory in Ghana.
Which part of Morocco?
I got black factory that my cousin, I'm empowering him. I empower him in Johnsonville. He's doing a business, percentage business, and in Ghana too. So I know what it means to take 60 black in one bag of cement that is $7. 3 weeks, I know what it takes to pay $30,000 school. Without you not eating the money and coming to say that 30,000 after you take 15,000, you do 15,000. I know what it means. Still, it's $8.
Sequee, you have a public school here that is called the Italian
public school. What we do, I know the question you want to ask. What we do is we revamp the school and upgrade it and improve the school and put a modern facility there that the young people, the 70,000-80,000 young children who their parents cannot afford to send them to JJ Rapper to see them here, will go to the school right here. That the woman in the market selling potato green will be able to take her daughter or her grandchild to go right here to go to school. See me, I will get down to Guri school there. It's the government school there. The building is right there. Let me say this. Who will not do like other people who will normally do a building school on their own land in the end after they attend it, take the school and run it. No. This is why all of the existing public school will go there and improve the school with a modern facility to ensure that after our tenure, if we are not here tomorrow, that our children will come, yes, my daddy was here, my daughter will come tomorrow, so my father was here and did this, that the community can boast of us after our time.
All right, 2 concerns from me, my colleagues and clients, specifically with the legislature. The legislature is a different place. People go there with a very good mindset, but to succeed there has to do with how you love your colleagues, how you dance with certain tone, maybe the government that be or the power that be. Those are things that hinder the working of an individual at the legislature. How do you intend to cope with that? That's the first one. The second one is it's perceived that the legislature is corrupt, and anyone who goes there become corrupt. Based on that, sometimes people lose the confidence of the people when they elect them. I mean, how are you, prepare yourself to fit in that suit?
Thank you very much. The first thing, let me say this. Change does not come on silver platter. There must be a sacrificial lamb ensuring that change comes. And if I will be the sacrificial lamb for this generation, for change to come, we are prepared to put our life on the line. But I can say this to you. Representative Kun won 2012. He was not part of the ruling establishment. He did not dare to the tour of the ruling establishment. But he succeeded in a district. He was from the NUDP, the defunct NUDP. But he achieved and won again in 2017. So let me say that I think it's just individual differences. There are still good guys in the legislature. I must admit. There are good people there, but there are bad ones there too. But sometimes if you don't stand for anything, you fall for anything. But for some of us, we live based on principles that we are set to live on. Because of that, we know when to fight and when not to fight.
But like you are coming to the politics with too much high expensiveness. What does it mean to the district?
You say what?
Too much high expensive make the politics look expensive in this return.
It's not about making politics in this return look expensive. It's about making impact to the society. Let me tell you, there are social responsibility of every leader. To call me the chairman in the house, the MPs are there, and a transformer blow off, and you expect me to move from house to collect money to put current on, and me, I'm useless to be a chairman. To call you papa in the home, to be able to take the responsibility of your kids, send them to school, so leadership comes with responsibility. So if I go to Gator community, like for instance, where the current representative is, see that community begin community, I'm not getting town, and I have the ability to help them with town. Do you expect me to sit back because I don't want to make election expensive? It's not about expenses, it's about making impact and setting the pace and leaving your legacy behind.
So what you think the current representative have not done for which you want him to be on?
A lot of things. All three major cardinal functions of representative. All he does.
He speaks a lot at the legislature.
What influence is he speaking? No flow fighting.
What does he do?
All he does is to insult.
And they are
Over the period of time, has the insult brought benefit to the district? No.
Some are saying that is an advocacy that he's been doing.
Is that advocacy? Let me tell you, the presidency is the seat for Liberia. Whether you Lord George we are or not, tomorrow somebody will go there, Joe Burger will go there. So are you telling me that if Joe Burger goes there tomorrow and there are errors along the way, you will have another representative insult him? It's why you say no. Leadership is for service. It's not to be used as a target to target somebody.
One is claim that you've been supported by the CDC.
It's wrong, it's misleading, it's malicious, it has no iota.
Who do you support in the presidential race?
Why were you asking that question? My father, I'm not an ingrate. Everything that I am today is
Even though you don't support him.
I don't care. But I will pay back my loyalty to him for what he did for me. I'm not just looking at today. If it wouldn't have been Jeremiah, we would have been bullied
So
to
you get supposed the Unity Party. What the Unity Party support, you get called by against it.
It's not issue. The public will judge all of us. I can show you this.
Finally, from my end, for example, you get called by who is district number 9. There are other
District number 10.
Sorry, district number 10. I live there as well. So you district number 9. Example, you get called by alone who is district number 10. There are other aspirant or who be candidate. I've been hearing the name of Josephine Davis, and the other Sequee, Charisma, and many other names are coming out. We have Madam Watkins, Teresa Watkins, and so many. Who do you consider as a threat to your election?
I don't have threats. I don't have major contender.
So there's no formidable force.
No. We
You
have
are
a
the
few
force.
group of noise makers who in the election to participate.
Assuming you are not in a race, who do you think would be preferred to lead this district?
Assuming there was no election. So I will not be in a race. So once there is election, I will be in a race. So I don't want to assume in my case.
Sequee, where is the stronghold?
Out of the great 32 community have a stronghold. I can show you that. In Yeakeh, when representative will beat me.
Okay, let's look at
If you say, where is your envelope vote? I'll tell you about envelope vote.
Where do you have it?
Peace and the 6,900 people are registered. Take this word. Keep this word. There will be an envelope vote of over 5,000 for you in one simple basket.
Many of the electors here are the minds. Many of them go to Never County and go and register.
So maybe you're not following. The people register here. The community is not just Nimbites. There are Bazulans. Yes, I agree. That's why it is. Since the existence of Peace in 2005, this year have the higher registering voters.
Why is it?
Because they have seen themselves in somebody who can push their agenda, who will work for them, who has been working for them, who will continue to work for them.
So, in terms of your support to your father, Honorable Jeremiah, I mean, which part, what specific part are you going to play to ensure that Honorable Kun and that of former VP Yeakeh can become victorious?
The first thing is I'm contesting on an independent ticket. I will do what I can do in my own way.
Or the ruling establishment as such,
if I have a t-shirt here and left for Eastern, somebody from the CDC bad because they got relationship with me, does that mean that the union contract? The information here is, the breaking news here is, I do business with 99% of the legislature. So you want to tell me that 99% of the legislature are all seditions? No. So sometimes, like I said from the previous stage, when people don't know anything, you don't have no blame, you are blameless. You just come out in a public space to say something. But I do business with both private and public sector. I just told you I have an electrical company. The Indian guys that got after TND will bid for it through the PPCC process, are paying taxes and everything. I'm the youngest electrical company CEO in this country. The records are there, go there. With highest employment. I got people employed more than any other representative I have come to exist in district with 10.
So let's look at some of the bill you're going to be introducing if you are elected.
First thing here is where I can have issues is sometimes the issue of people talking about POP. Like for instance, the legislature went and passed the issue of public smoking in the heavy, but today policemen smoking on the road. So is that bill making effect or impacting people? Is the bill really being used? I mean, is the law is being properly implemented? No. So I think what we need to focus on in the legislature is first to change our way of doing things, to change our way of working, to establish and know that we work for the Liberian people, we will work in our interest. When we bring the interest of the people on the table first, we'll make laws that will be implemented. And if it's not implemented, the government and is responsible to implement that law. We bring them to both for of politics, party sentiment, region, and move and work for the Liberian people. Until then, the country will be like this.
But the Capitol building have the House of Representatives has 73 lawmakers from different districts. You're going to be there from district number 10 if you are elected. Do you have that intellectual ability to be able to convince your colleagues to agree with you to see reason for certain decisions to be taken in interest?
I can assure you this, that the entire media, the good thing is one of the media professionals are young people like me. When discussing intellectual ability, sometimes I laugh. Let me say this to you. If your media work you're doing is not impacting your family at home, then it was useless you being a media person. I think when you say intellectual lazy to be an intellectual, the intellectual lazy should have impact on society and where it comes from. Yes. Watch out and see October, December, November, December. The speaker election, you see some of the rules that we play. And when you will see our influence, you will see. I can assure you this. From RP 1 to RP 6, I will be among the three. I can assure you that.
Meaning you might either be on
1 or 7. 1 or 7. So you decide 1 or 7.
Okay, thank you.
It will be a hard leadership that will be displayed.
judiciary. So
In conclusion, Yeakeh.
So our platform, then we have a lot of things to talk on.
Okay.
Number 1 is adequate lawmaking, which is adequate representation, representing your district to the fullest of plenary. Use your influence to build one of the very top committee, not with the other ideal committee, people running beyond money to work for the Liberian people, or development, community services, that will not wait on government that we are doing today. We don't have to wait for government. Like I said, leadership comes with responsibility. Everything is not government. When your one is making, they feed the representative, our representative to $20,000 to pass the budget is making lots for. I got evidence of that.
also the total
$20,000. He just took $20,000. He took his
record on that?
He's on record. Don't worry.
All the lawmakers took 20,000,
Don't worry. Yeah, I'm saying this.
including your father.
But you didn't
The
listen to
minister, all the
Senator. You didn't listen to
lawmakers, meaning
Senator.
Jeremiah Kum was involved.
You didn't listen to Senator Jara from Lofa County. You didn't listen to all the
But he
lawmakers.
retract his statement.
You know, it's not true.
He did that. He apologized. He said he was just joking.
He said he was joking.
Okay, so all joking. When the appropriate time can we bring evidences outside. When the appropriate time can we bring evidences outside. Well, this development, you go to. We have community services, digital materials of slum community, 85% of slum community. And to be a slum community leader, you must be able to take care of some necessary need of the people. Do I have to wait for government to go get zinc to the woman living in Zim when I read fear and bottle of her last night? Do I have to wait for government to come get 10 of the very basic? So if government can, if the law I'm making is not impacting my people in my district, I will say like crown and let my once they 20,000 every month, I salary and boom and send my children to buy in Ghana.
Reject the 20,000.
Eh?
Reject it, don't take this.
I reject the 20,000. So if I reject it, I come in. There's the issue. If the law will make it not impacting, if the law will make it not impacting and you reject the 20,000, why will the woman in the who are children out from school? Where will they go? So at the end of the day, in 6 years, we have over 50, 20, 100,000 vulnerable young people who have nowhere to go. All they will be going is the only closer place to them is the wood to go smoke push. Is that what you are saying to me? I think it's unfair. The best thing we can do is to be a change maker within our house. Let me tell you, in the darkness, you get one light bulb that it will shine. Unlike the fake light bulb, it shouldn't be the light bulb from China, even though there are good things from there. But let me say this, like I said, change does not come with compassion. So, like I was saying, education, like I was saying, for driving schools and helping our community development, accountability is one of the major issues.
Thank you, gentlemen.
You are in the legislature there. There are money every year for scholarship in the budget. I'm not budget for representative, you know that. Over a period of time, I challenge the representative to say that one person from District Mountain has benefited from his community. The first thing here for is out of the 16, 17 staff, the men are now 3 staffs. They put go TP, you take the money and give you 10,000. I can give you records. I got all the former leaders, people who were in your office were wrong. In fact, the former chief of office staff in your office, who work for our project, is one executive member in my project. And the list goes on and on and on and on. My chair today, you say my chair go TP, you can't get the money and take 10,000. So is that accountability? You're speaking against corruption. You are the most corrupt, greedy man ever in the history of our district. Then you say accountable and somebody doing this, somebody doing that. I think it's just a mere bluff. You follow our loan programs. We are giving almost 29 million LD and microphone. Do your investigative journalism. Take your microphone to the people. Go to the market opposite. The market, the president bill, go to the other side, go to Debaco, go to Chibok, go to Gaetan, go to Josephville, go to Dell, today we're going to Tobacan. I'm inviting people to go into Tobacan and that are more community. We are going to help the 2 community women group to do. No. It's a free market, free. We get the money to them, they're not paying back to us. We must help our people. People suffering in this country too much. Your one, you go to work 8 times, Tuesday, Thursday, 2 times 5. You go to work not less than 8, 9 times and make $15,000, $16,000. You buy all the big latest cars and you say you're talking for people. While you're talking, as they are talking in some of the major challenges within the community, no. So I think District Mountain is stand as District Mountain has a responsible leadership you can trust, leadership you can count on, leadership with principles, with dedication.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sequee.
So I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to say thank you to the District Mountain. Don't be carried away by the negative propaganda. Some of those things happen when people go around and don't have anything to say against you. So they just decide to bring us so much information in the public to make you know, okay, we are contesting an independent ticket, we are prepared, we continue to engage, move from community to community, doors to doors, house to house, we move to the trenches, we go to everywhere people cannot go, we move, we ensure. My major target is not political party. I don't need no political party to come here and campaign for me. I don't need it. What I need is to move every morning, wear my boots, my men follow behind me, those young people believe in us, to move and engage our people. That is my major concern. My concern is not political party. I contested with the community chairman and 2,900,000, but I want to put a local party. It was the same team members. And I can assure you this come October, we'll see the talking talk. The days are numbers. You got a few more months of doing your vacation job. The human ten is about to make a change that will impact the people's life in a positive way. I want to say thank you. I remain Yeakeh Sequee, the unbending, the most strongest, the most vibrant, the most youthful.